Let's talk about this story right here. Change the tone right now, where two Cleveland Brown players were robbed at gunpoint, and that was reported by the police. So two Cleveland Brown players robbed at gunpoint by six masked men. Come on, y'all. Y'all know that was a setup. We'll talk through it. So the police redacted the names of the victims in the incident, but they were released by the team. We figured it out. It was Greg Newsome II and defensive tackle Perion Winfrey. Neither was harmed during the incident. So we start there, right? All safe. But according to police, the two players left the Cleveland nightclub early Monday morning. You know how you do when you're in the league, anywhere. You don't even got to be in the league, but we know how the league boys do it as well. When they got to Newsome's truck in the nearby parking lot, six masked men jumped out of an unknown car and robbed him at gunpoint at 3:30 in the morning. In addition to stealing their jewelry, the suspects fled in Newsome's truck. Okay, so this is not just the low-level criminals. This is not just rando. This is a setup. We know where y'all going. We know who y'all are, and we know it's going to be some money involved. So the police are attempting to locate the stolen vehicle, and Newsome referenced the incident on Twitter, writing, "It's a cruel world we live in." Yes, it is. So Newsome wasn't the only Browns player to have his car stolen over the weekend. Check this out. Another source confirmed that the Browns' backup running back, Demetric Felton, had his vehicle stolen out of his apartment garage. All right, so Coach Stefanski says, "I'm glad our guys are okay. We want everybody to be safe. We want to get violent people off our streets." Yes, and it's an ongoing investigation. Now, what else can he say but the obvious, right? So nothing profound coming from Coach Stefanski. Let me give you guys some insight. When you move into a new city, right, and all these guys, 99% of them are not from Cleveland, obviously, and then you move into that city, everyone knows who you are. Why? Because as soon as you move on the block, the neighbors start talking. Guess who lives next to me? And that just continues, right? Because you're a celebrity, especially in that locale, in that location. So when that gets out, all of a sudden, not everybody who's hearing that is so happy for your presence. Some of them are thinking of you as prey. So here's a couple of things that help them become better predators. One, they know your schedule. Mandatory minicamp, blasted on ESPN, blasted on Fox for weeks, right? They see the dates. They know all those celebrities are coming back. So then they know where you live and they know you're back in town. And then everybody in that city knows where the hot spots are, right? So you know where everyone likes to go. Oh, I saw a few Browns players there, saw a few Browns players there, blah, blah, blah. So what starts to happen is they just get a scheduling. They get an understanding and intel of not only where you are, but where you're going a lot of the times. So these kind of setups, when they happen, I'll tell you, I had a conversation with Big U. If you guys know who he is, you know who he is. If you don't, find out. We did an interview 25 years ago talking about this very same thing. And a lot of the OGs, especially in those neighborhoods, try to protect the celebrities, try to protect the athletes, the players, but not all of them. Some of them don't check in, some of them don't comply, some of them they don't know, and some of it is just random, right? But the point being, in those situations, there have been calls before on very high-profile players that I know that were saved by someone bigger with stature, OG status, who said, nah, not him. Can you imagine that that's what's really happening in the back doors of these situations in nightclubs and somebody just sitting in the car on the phone with the homies like him? Can we? Can we not? Situations like that. So all I got to say is, man, look, we're all vulnerable. Just some of us are luckier than others. There's no foolproof way of doing this. You can't stay in the house forever because you can get robbed at home. Shannon Sharp, you go out, this situation can happen. Just be smart in everything you do.